Home Channel. Today's still January 17th. Second video log for today. And I was talking about, working out and, doing certain things. And like I said, I did briefly do a little bit of weights in the wintertime. Not wintertime. Summertime with my dad's. And then I would just check it out and stuff, and it was okay. And then put it down. I don't have all the weights I used to. I think at the time I had about 210, 230 pounds. But I never pushed all at once. I think the most I was ever doing at that time, I think it was between 160, 180 or something like that. And then doing curling for 200 pounds. But that wasn't always easy on my back, and I didn't have a back brace at that time. But I used to do a little bit of weights when I was in high school, and a little exercising, doing a little sports here and there when I could. It's like a lot of people are, don't like that I was doing their kind of sport, and what is not for savages, they would say. But there's other full Indians that they would accept. But I was half, and long story on that. I don't even want to get into that stuff. But my friend's gym's pretty good and stuff, and I don't know, kind of have a problem. And before, kind of, did I come by and don't come by, come by and don't come by, and told him, I said, this January I'm going to do a little bit of this and that, and try to make myself feel a little better, about things. But other than that, get a little bit of workout. I think I already talked about it before, and doing the treadmill, a little bit of weights, more treadmill, a little bit of weights, more treadmill, a little bit more weights, and that's really about it. Try to keep it around 4 hours. I mean, that's the minimum kind of thing I want to do, is 4 hours. I don't know about if I can go any more than that. Not just yet, anyway. I mean, I'll probably do 6 hours eventually. And besides that, I mean, doing a little bit of gaming on the Xbox One too, and some other stuff around the house to do. So tomorrow I'm going to... Well, tonight I'm going to make sure I get some sleep. And wake up around 6. Do whatever dishes or everything like that, and when 8 o'clock rolls around, and that's when I'm going, well, a little bit before 8, be there for 8 and do some stuff in the basement at my friend's house. So, feel a little bit of a cool breeze, not really much. Not much to say, it's that windy. I'm glad it's not really that windy like it was recently. So, not too sure. I'm feeling a little tired, but after this video log is done, then I'm gonna crash again. I was laying on my covers, and just straightening out to be more presentable for the camera. But that's the plan, to get some more sleep and try to get these video logs out for you guys as soon as I can. I might be able to get it by noon. Depends on what sleep I get, and then get it out to you guys. So let's see. Other than that, not really anything going on. Not really anything at all. Yeah, not really anything at all, I gotta clean my hat sometime too. Yeah, I gotta clean my hat. This is a new hat, but I got a little bit of sweat on the beak. But I always throw my hats on when I do my video logs. I mean, that's something I always do. I always wear a hat in video logs, and sometimes I don't, just for fun. But hopefully it's still straight and stuff, and it does seem straight. And other than that, what was I going to say now? I know it was probably something more I wanted to say. I don't know. Something more or something, I don't know. Can't remember what else I was going to say. This is only the second video log, and try to get them done. So, did I say something about that time? Like, I don't know. Not too sure. Well, the temperature's been odd. There's not any snow out there. It's raining and being cold and warm and cold, warm and cold, and that's the normal thing. And not going to be raining today. Not sure tomorrow or next day either. Not really anything spectacular going on. Just trying to figure out what I want to say here. If there's anything, I could, talk about. I don't know. That's maybe something to talk about, I think. Yeah, maybe that's something to talk about. There was a time I used to like a lot of wrestling. I was a kid. And I only been to one wrestling event, and it was pretty good. My dad liked wrestling too, and we went to I forget where it was. It was somewhere in Canada. I forget where though. I don't think maybe it was there. I don't know. But anyway, it was like when I was like a kid, like maybe 10 and under. And I used to collect a lot of wrestlers, and I used to have a lot of wrestlers. My dad did help me get a good collection, and I would go to yard sales and try to look for more of these wrestlers, more and more and more. And the flea market has a lot of those wrestlers, and I had a good, I probably had close to 30 wrestlers, and I had some doubles and stuff. And there was a time that somebody knew I had them, and they took all of them on me. And I had somebody nearby that wasn't too far away, that was a kind of quiet kid, and I went into his basement window and took the wrestlers, and it looked like all my wrestlers, but couldn't figure out if they were all mine. But all of them weren't there, and kind of realized, I think later, I don't think they were mine, but I don't know where mine went. But that was just a start. I mean, I'm not saying I breaking in there a lot in my life, but that was just a start of like not being just in general bad. I mean, I was generally bad, but there was times that would tell my dad it's a certain time and put the clocks ahead. So I would go to a friend's house before school, like about half hour early. And then go to a friend's house, and then we go together, and we watched wrestling, and we hung out and stuff. When I was allowed to go out and be with friends, because I was a bad kid. I had to be home and be watched and stuff. So we had, and my buddy and I was hung up, and we played like a lot of different games, and we hung out a lot. And there used to be train tracks that used to run through this this town. Not town I'm in right now, but used to run down the street. And we would walk down the train tracks. And I guess wherever they're transporting these big crates of stuff, they would jiggle a lot, and stuff would fall out of the crates. And him and I had a little bit of a small collection of Ninja Stars. And we each had like 6 different kinds, and lots of doubles, triples, and we ended up selling to older people, and they'd buy it off us pretty cheap, and we didn't know exactly what the price is on stuff. And we would buy, you know, the candy and the pop and the chips, and you know, just have lots of fun with it. But we used to, we kept about 2 or 3 for each of us. And there's time I threw the ninja star and I got stuck in a tree, but I threw it the wrong way that it cut my hand. Like, it cut it down over here. The little scar is still there right now. And I guess the way I was holding it, and I threw it, and it like make it like a little nick, and then like go towards the tree. And it would like turn too, because it got caught on the skin, and I think that's what it was. I think that's that scar there. I know this scar over here is when I was fooling around with my dad's pocket knife, and that scar, you know, it was just a little scar there. It never got stitched. I just bandaged it. Didn't want to let my dad know that I was screwing around with his pocket knife. But him and I used to, you know, we used to go to school together, you know, if we're on bikes or whatever, and my dad usually didn't want me to go anywhere before school and stay out too late after school. So the thing is that when I get back home, and I get back home from school, that he's looking at time and he's mad because I'm late, because I set the time ahead so that, you know, I could go out a little bit for a half hour to a friend's house stuff. And sometimes I would be quick enough when I get back home that I set it back to the normal time so that my dad wouldn't be mad. But then he used to catch on that it seemed like it was late, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was going to take a bus. I would come up with an excuse like there was a bully who was going to bug me and stuff, and I decided to take a different way, or there was a dog off his leash, and I wasn't too sure if it's going to be a mean dog or not. And I mean, I was scared of any kind of dogs, but that's what I tell my dad. And then, you know, time went by, you know, and then friends come by, you know, hang out with friends, you know, on the street there, you know. Sometimes we're like playing marbles and pogs and like collecting different cards. And at that time it was, I'll call them garbage cards. I'll call them garbage cards. And besides that, you know, sometimes we used to trade dinky cars and stuff, you know, little tiny cars. And then it got to the point, you know, we're on bikes and we're going to the park and some of that, hanging out and going in trees and talking about certain things about, you know, just kid stuff. And you know, gradually, I think that was before 10 now, that we were collecting the hockey cards. And sometimes we would have some really, really rare hockey cards, and we trade back and forth. And I think I lost interest in that, and then I think we had a yard sale, and we ended up selling the cards in the yard sale, making a little bit of money towards whatever we were doing at that time. But anyway, I am really close to the end of this video right now, so I am going to wrap this up. If you guys like this video, please do hit the like button. Please subscribe to me. If you share this video on the channel, might benefit you, might benefit me. Please do tell your friend and family about me. Thank you for viewing the film. Tell me you guys watch it. Hope you all have a nice day, tomorrow night. And remember, it's better to be Aboriginal than original.